Good morning, wakey, wakey, rise and shine. Welcome along to round 4 of the MS UK Protyre Asphalt Rally Championship. We are just outside the town of Dunoon this morning on a beautiful Cowell Peninsula. So good, in fact, the midges have come to watch this event as well in force. We are getting eating alive this morning out here in the first stage of the day. This is stage 8, Billac Main, and we're just waiting for our first competitors to come into sight. We've had the 0 car through, and we're just waiting on our first crew to arrive with us on this incredible section of stage. We do this stage nearly every year, and it's really is a fantastic ribbon of tarmac through the hills here on the Cowell Peninsula. On a day like today, where the sun is shining, the tarmac is drying, it's the place to be. Here we go then. First interview, Gary Pearson, and the not so familiar to him Skoda, but setting good pace. Leading the way overnight after the first 7 stages. Last night we had 2 short blasts around the Dunoon town centre stage, which we brought you live, and then the cars headed into the hills, and in fact this stage as well. They did the Tarson Dam stage first, a really tricky technical stage, lots of jumps and bumps and crests and places to catch you out, and then into this real tight, twisty, long, narrow stretch of tarmac through the hills here. A couple of stages around Furnock as well, and then down the what's known as the oyster catcher stage to many, but Collins stage this year. Rounded things off last night. Gary Pearson leading the way overnight then. Ahead of this crew, Scott Macbeth, Andrew Faulkner going well in the polo. A lead of just 4 seconds, in fact, which is a testament to how well Scott's going this weekend. Gary obviously getting used to that Skoda Fabia. We usually see him in the Rally 2 Fiesta, but switching to the Skoda this weekend. 4-second lead overnight between those 2 crews. Mark McCulloch, Michael Hendry should be our next crew into stage. This is the first stage of the day, so I expect the running order to be correct when they get here. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Proton Satria Evo looks well. Yeah, spoke too soon there, didn't I? Typical. Or Young instead. Car number 3. Alan Cathers alongside, just trying to see if I could find out what went on last night, why Rory's not featured on the results page I'm looking at. We've donned the midge nets this morning to try and keep these little biters away, but that brings its own challenges in the fact that we get terrible glare now. We can't see anything through them. It's really difficult. In fact, even the Facebook. Mark pushing hard, going well in the Proton. It's an early Saturday morning start here, isn't it? So thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate you waking up nice and early this morning to be along with us for the ride. Hopefully our camera work by Sam is bringing you a sort of an idea of just how beautiful this place is. Car number 5, Alex Vassallo, having a good run, doing strong times. Currently lying 4th overall. A good start to the event. Only halfway through though. Another long day today. Not quite halfway really, but another long day today. This man looking to make inroads into the leaderboard. Found himself off the pace last night. Something not quite right with the car or crew, but never managed to catch up with them at the end of stage 2, unfortunately. Jace, who's always up for a chat as well, so there's clearly something not quite right. Losing quite a bit of time in both the first 2 stages, and then as we left Dunoon and they headed into the hills, that trend followed, and found himself starting today 57 seconds off the lead. They've liked to have been a bit closer to that, really. So first challenge, 6 seconds to fight back from Alex and Chris in that Fiesta in front. We'll look at clawing a position back there if possible. Ian Forgan up next. Car number 10, Ewan Lease alongside. Just a second back from Jason. 58 off the pace at the front. You'll be sniffing a position ahead, won't he there? But if Jason's got the bit between his teeth this morning, that'll be a tough ask for Ian. We'll see how that one pans out as the day goes on. Lots and lots of miles to go, tricky miles as well. Conditions just about perfect this morning. There will be still some dampness under the trees. But, all in all, a dry stage here. Next interview. Brad Cole, Jamie Vaughan, going well, currently holding that 6th place. Seventh place, in fact. Nice to see the boys out in the HSL Fiesta. One crew we won't be seeing today, John Stone, unfortunately. Him and Reece Stoneman had to retire the car yesterday. Mechanical issues. Halladwin Morgans, Jack Bowen make their way through stage 8. Ford Fiesta Rally 2 prepped by the PB engineering team. Busy weekend for those guys. Phil and Alex got two events on this weekend, trying to split their workload between here and Donegal. See some Toozle. finding his feet over in Ireland in that new Skoda. So I know Phil was on the phone to to Ireland yesterday while we were talking. It's a job and a half, isn't it, to manage 2 teams and run two lots of cars in 2 different countries. First of the 2-wheel drive cars up next then. It's car number 16, Damien Turris, Kevin Dugan. Class leaders in the H8 class. So a big welcome along to everyone on the social media watching. I'll give a few shout outs: Adam Clayton, Thomas Heppenstall, Louise Gardner, Adam Clayton, Andrew Thompson, Andy Cook, Rob Healy, Paul Marshall, Dave Bramhill, as always, thank you Dad, Paul Evans and Dave Blackhurst as well. Thank you Dave for tuning in. Nice to see you all on board this morning on this early Saturday morning. Great to have you all along. It's a beautiful morning here in Scotland. Speaking of beautiful, here is the 131 Hugh James. Fantastic. Going well this morning. Good solid result last night as well. Leading class 3. Just 37 seconds back from Damien. I think he would like to be quickest of the 2-wheel drives, wouldn't he? But leading his class and going well. Nice to see a bit of reliability coming from the Fiat as well. So hopefully we have a good day there. Car number 17, Craig Rutherford, Larry Higton up next. I've got a little friend that's just joined me. Oh, just flew off. I don't mind when the butterflies land on me. It's the midges I'm not too keen on. So. 16 seconds the deficit then between Craig and Hugh in class 3. Mark II Escort trying to chase down that 131 ahead of it. Next up, another of the Escorts. This is Richard Hill. Richard second in class 8, H8. Patrick Cooper alongside. So Lee Harvey says, how's Jason Pritchard doing? Well, visually, from what I saw here, he was on it this morning, going really well. Pushing really hard and looked like he was having a good run. Just getting news in that Ian Forgan has rolled at the flying finish of this stage, so hopefully those guys are okay. I'll bring you more on that if I hear it. But yeah, Ian Forgan in the Fiesta Rally 2 having an off at the end of the stage as reports come in, so I will give you more information as I find that out, and I'll let you know how everything is. Rob Johnson says, good morning lads, great footage, thank you very much. Cheers Rob. Charlotte Wainwright's watching, Jamie McBain's watching, Richard Robinson is also tuning as well, so thank you guys and girls, thank you all for joining us here on special stage this morning in the Protyre Asphalt Rally Championship. the crew are okay by the sounds of things, which is good to hear. Just a shame for Ian and Ewan in that Rally 2 Fiesta. Looked like he was going well as well this morning. He's had his Weetabix when he came past us, hasn't he? So it's a real shame. I said he was going to try and catch Jason in front, maybe 1 second the deficit. Little pause in proceedings. I think I can hear something coming in the distance. Unless it's gone the other way. But, we'll take this moment to say hello to YouTube and to everyone watching online. Maybe this was the pause with Ian going off. We'll have a look. I haven't got the tracker set up on my phone at the minute, so something maybe that I can sort out as well. But I'm glad to hear everyone is okay. If it's happened at the flying finish, it might be that the stage furniture needs rebuilding. So nothing showing on the tracker on stage just at this moment in time. Then a pause then maybe while we get things tidied up at the end of this stage. Okay then, everyone online then on YouTube. Good morning everybody. We've got Dave Cram, our Mark 100, Kevin Murphy, Andy Bright. Morning Phil, Wayne and the crew watching from about an hour before heading off to the granddaughter's birthday cake, off to collect the granddaughter's birthday cake for her party this afternoon from Anglesey. Andy, please pass on our regards and wish your granddaughter a very happy birthday from the team here at Special Stage. Faggy's with us this morning. Rob, thank you for joining us. Morning for the team. Gutted not to be returning this year. Yes, it is a bit of a hidden gem, isn't it, to be fair? And I know you've been up here before and you know these roads reasonably well. Nice to have you along. Thank you, Rob. Paula Ackman is watching from New Zealand, loving the coverage. Thank you very much, Paula. Nice to have people from all around the world watching this morning or this evening or this afternoon, depending on where you are. Danny Murdoch's just looking at the tracker, so nothing showing in stage at the minute. The stage sounds like it has been halted. Hopefully we'll return to the action shortly. You can see there we have the stage diagram and the graphics on the screen. If you want a little idea of where we are, we're out on the Cowal Peninsula, up in the beautiful west coast of Scotland, the Argyll region of Scotland. And if you're thinking of holidaying in Scotland, bring some midge nets with you, bring some smidge with you, or other mosquito and midge repellents are available. Make sure you come well equipped. They do like to bite. And my hands, I'll take a picture of my hands later and post it on the Facebook page. They're starting to look like I've been attacked by a bingo blotter. There's red dots all over me now. But I'm shouldering on. I'm fully covered with trousers and jumpers and long sleeves and hat and everything in this. Well, it's getting to be quite warm temperatures out here, actually, to be fair. One thing we should mention is the Fan Cam Friday as well. You've got chances of winning Rallying Is Life vouchers. You can spend it in the online store with Rallying Is Life. Fantastic products. Lots and lots of stuff to have a look at. I saw Mr. Woodford modelling the new seat belt belt. Is that the right way of saying it? Seatbelt material belt that goes around your waist. It does look quite cool, actually. I quite like the look of that myself. So if I can find one that'll go around me, that'll be some seatbelt, won't it? But if I can get one that can go around me, I might get one of them myself. Mr. Woodford is busy this weekend with his boys. They're performing on stage, and he's gone for a watch. So big shout out to the Woodford clan, and well done on your performances in Les Mis. It's quite an achievement, that. So good. I'm hoping it's all gone well for you guys. I'm sorry you can't be here, but like Paul has quite openly said, his family commitments this weekend are a priority, and I don't blame him for that one. So we'll give you more information on what's happening as soon as we get it. Hopefully the stage will restart in the not too distant future. If you want to get in touch with us, please drop us a message on YouTube or on Facebook. We're watching comments coming in from both. We have Mr. Hugh Hunter along with us as well. So we have Rob and Hugh watching the coverage. Thank you guys for getting in touch and for dropping us messages. Nice to speak to you or hear from you, Hugh. Hope you're well. It's a shame you're not up here. Fantastic stages. I know you've been up here as well with Rob. Cars are clearing the finish now on the tracker, which is good. So hopefully the issue with Ian and Ewan is being resolved, and we can get the cars out the way and we can restart very soon. Oh, nice to hear. Team Woodford have been listening in to that as well. Oh, it's nice to hear. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate that. Hope I'm doing a good enough job for you. Not quite at the Woodford level yet, but I'm trying. So thank you for listening in this morning. Appreciate that. So let's have a little flick back to Facebook. Obviously got lots of people watching on there as well. I thought I heard something then. There's a pause. Bob Wiens, Ross McDonald and Kevin Jeffrey joining us as well on the Facebook pages. As I said, if you want to get in touch with us this morning, please drop us a message or drop us a comment. We're always happy to get involved and have a chat, especially in times like this where it can be quite difficult to keep you in touch with what's going on. Ryan Stewart says, good morning, lads. Hope you are well. Thanks very much for the coverage. Unfortunately couldn't make it out this year, but my brother and nephew and cousin are all there in person for the weekend, so thank you very much. Well, there you go. There's a good turnout there from the Stewart family, let's say. You have to get up here next time, Ryan. We need you guys out on the stages supporting this rally. We had a fantastic night in Dunoon last night. Lots of people out watching. Really great atmosphere in the town centre. We were talking to people in the hotel afterwards, saying how much they enjoyed it. They'd come across from Gourock and from Glasgow, jumped on the ferry, come across to watch the rally, and had a great time. Stayed overnight, and then they were heading back on the ferry. No cars needed. Public transport did the job. So there's options out there for you guys to come over and watch these events. It's really well run, and Dunoon Town Centre is such a spectacle and a great way of the casual spectator, let's say, getting involved with the sport. And I think the party went on into the late hours as well with the football afterwards. I know it didn't quite go Scotland's way last night, but it's not all over yet, so fingers crossed they can get a result in their next match against Brazil. It'll be a big game, that one. But keeping the World Cup party going. Yeah, fantastic atmosphere in the town last night, and lots of drivers commenting at the end of the stage how good it was to see so many people out. It was just playing to our hands nicely with the weather. The rain that we had all day was horrible, to be fair. It was really sort of driving rain, just constant nagging rain. It never really eased off until around about 5-6 o'clock, just before the stage started actually. And we were just getting ourselves ready to put the cameras out. And it all cleared, warmed up nicely, and we had a lovely evening in Dunoon. Okay, some good news. We have cars back in stage again. cars on the way up to us. We're not too far into the stage here as well. It's about 2.5 miles, I would say, into this stage. So it won't be long. Thank you for your patience. We'll have crews making their way towards us. And if you're watching the track, you can probably just about see that as well. So yeah, any time now we should be welcoming our next crew. Just going to try and see if I can find out if we have any results this morning. Probably asking a bit much this morning, to be fair. So far they've only just got to the end of this stage, so we'll keep an eye on things. No, nothing through just yet for times wise, but I'll do my best to bring you any information I can on the times for this one. Okay, just have to wake cameraman Sam up. Hey, wake over there, Sam. He's nodding his head. Well, I've got cars coming towards us, so any time now we'll see our next crew into shot. And as if by magic, Richard Clues, Carl Williamson. Car number 22, it's the Skoda Fabia. Richard managed about 1.5 miles testing in that car beforehand. He did a couple of runs at the Staffordshire Motorsport Show a couple of weeks back at the Uttoxeter Racecourse, and that was that. Arrived in Dunoon with a fresh car and a lot of learning. The right man alongside him, though, this weekend, Carl Williamson, as ever, guiding Richard. So used to seeing him in a Subaru, it's weird to see him in a Skoda now. Skoda R5 is the new machinery. I'm sure he'll settle in quickly and enjoy himself in that car. Just trying to glance through the midge net to our next crew. The glare is awful. Stefan Davies, Michael Gilby, just 1 second behind that Skoda in front. Currently lying third in the H8 class. Peer into the distance to see if we can hear or see the raspy engine note of the Honda Civic. Kev Dunn, Sean Douglas should be our next crew through. Identical times, in fact, to Stefan and Michael last night. Here they come, going well. It's been a good run so far, first in Class 6 for the Civic crew. As I mentioned, setting identical times to the historic Escort just in front of them of Stefan Davies, Michael Gilby. I feel there might be a little bit more of a breeze at the minute, so I'm going to risk it for a biscuit and just remove the midge net for the moment. Car 36, going Kieran Tier. Mitsubishi Evo 9. It's much better, you know, when you can see. I'm risking it for a biscuit, Sam. He's shaking his head thinking it's not a good idea. It's, I can see, though, when I take the midge net off, it's much clearer, you know. You don't realise how bad that glare is off that net. Hey, it's not a bad place up here on this hillside, now I can see. In the sunshine. Nice blue skies above. Callum Atkinson, Nicky Addison. Next up for us then, Peugeot 208 Rally 4. Okay, well, we have some times coming through. I'll bring you a little bit more up to date with the times shortly. We've actually got a couple of times for the last two stages, this one and the next one, coming through. So we'll give you those in a minute. There's only a couple through, so I'll let a few more roll through first. But if you're interested and you want to see how the crews out there are getting on, rallies.info is the place to be. You can do rundowns of all the crews, competitors, classes, whatever you need really. It's all available there on rallies.info. So check out the website and you can keep up to date with the standings. Gaz Price, Jamie Mills, car 38 up next. Pushing hard in the BMW Compact. Third in Class 3. 19 seconds behind Callum Atkinson, Peugeot. Currently lying 18th overall. So one crew I haven't seen today, which I thought I would see back out again, was Hugh Brunton in the Toyota Yaris Rally 2. Saw they posted a picture last night in a ditch, but it didn't look like there was any damage. It was just off the road, and I thought it'd be a sure or a certainty that Hugh would be back out again today, but no sign of him as of yet. I don't think he'll be coming through now, unfortunately. Ross Jarrett, Dave Robson stepping the back end out around this tightening left-hander. Nice to see, putting the power down. Yeah. Good stuff in that car. He's setting identical time to the BMW in front, actually, so looking to leapfrog Gaz and Jamie in that compact. Pushing really hard, wasn't he there? Michael Harbour, next to our Protyre Motorsport UK competitors, will be through next, hopefully, in the Mark II Escort. Holding on to 20th position overall. Car 29 then, Michael Harbour. Cameron Dunn, 5th in Class 3 as they start the day today. Okay, so a little update on some times. We've had 5 cars through stages 8 and 9 this morning, and the midges are just starting to come back, so I'm going to have to put me net back down and pretend I can see things. We'll try our best. Right, so standings after 9. Stage 9, which is Collins Stage 2. We have Gary Pearson, Jack Morton leading the way in the Skoda Fabia. 27:44 is the time on the board. Just give this glorious BMW a moment of glory. What a machine. Will Onions there in that E30 M3. Scott Macbeth, Andrew Falconer will complete the first 9 stages of the event then on a 27.54, so 10 seconds back to Gary, so 6 seconds lost over these 2 stages this morning. Mark McCulloch is third, 20 seconds further back to Scott in that Proton Saturday Evo. Jason Pritchard is 1 minute 7 off the pace. He's 37 seconds back from Mark McCulloch. And Alex Vassallo and Chris Lees, they're just 1 second back from Jason. So battles continue throughout the field. Bob Adamson, Harry Stubbs next up for us. Yeah, the beautiful VW Polo. Looks good in yellow, doesn't it? A few Polos started this weekend. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing John and Reese in the Legend Performance Polo. Yeah, mechanical issues last night put paid to their chances of a good result, but they'll be back. They'll be back. They had good fun in the town centre last night, talking to John after the event. Car 30, that was, sorry, I was looking at some of the results. Neil Jones, Alan Thomas in car 30 there. Second in class 6, just 8 seconds behind that VW Polo. So there's a bit of a red rags to a bull moment, isn't there? With just 8 seconds behind an R5 car. Pushing hard to try and catch Bob and Harry. Paul Thompson, Josh Davison should be our next crew, and they're just 2 seconds further back than Neil as well. So good little battle going on. Overall and 4th in class. H8 for Paul Thompson and Josh Davidson after last night's loop of 7 stages. Having driven some of these stages, and we did a recce yesterday as well, some unbelievable roads around this Cal Peninsula. Really is a fantastic drivers event, this one. Real technical stages. I mentioned before, tight, twisty and high speed in places. You have to have your wits about you. We drove into the stage this morning, lots of skid marks and places where we've seen that cars have found the scenery. Car 42 then, Peter O'Neill in the Vauxhall Nova, having a good run. This midgie game now. Every time I pull the midge net up to see what's going on, they all come back. I've realised they're on to me now, aren't they? They're waiting for me to move the net, and then they'll all come flocking back. Okay, next up then should be Oliver Waggett and Chris Patterson in the Mini Cooper S. Here they come. Good strong run from Oliver. halved his seeding, gone from car 50 on the road at the start of play. He's now car 25 on the road after the first lot of stages. So a good run there from Oliver and Chris. The first of the minis, and it's quite a battle with the minis, I must admit. We have Tom Hind and Sue Hind in the R53 Mini Cooper S, chasing them down just 5 seconds in it after 7 stages last night. There's a real battle going on there. We'll see Tom and Sue in the orange machine any time now. Certainly a battle to watch. Tom says he's done this event a few times as a navigator, so nice to have a go with the steering wheel in front of him this time round. Oh, we have an off. We can't quite see. It's Andy Davison and Tom Murphy that have crashed the Sunbeam. Well, I can just see the car parked in the middle of the road, and the crew are getting out. I don't actually know what happened there. They've come into view and stopped, so I can't quite see from here. But it looks like the car is in the middle of the road.
That was a bit of smoke.
Let me see if I can find out a little bit of information here. I'll have a little wander up the hill. There's a thud and it stopped. I can see Tom out the car. Guys, is the car in the road?
Sorry?
Is it on the road?
Yeah, it's on the road.
Okay. I can just see some spectators. They have a better view than me. I can't go too far from the camera. The car is on the road, so whether they can get that shifted or not, I'm not sure. It's on its wheels, but the crew are out of the car. Doesn't look like it's going to be going too much further at the minute. Okay, they can squeeze past. Okay, we'll see what happens there then. David White, Dylan Thomas in the Ford Fiesta Rally 2. Number 21, they've made it past the stricken Sunbeam. With not many spectators up here on the hillside, it's going to be a tall order to get that car shifted. Okay, we have got cars that can get past. Right then, so let's turn our attention to David Jones, Nigel Roberts, car number 20. Ford Escort Mark II crew. They're just 2 seconds behind David White, so they will be wanting to try and make as much time back as possible on that one. But yeah, David almost stopping to check that the Sunbeam crew are okay. Mr. Murphy's completing the stage by foot by the looks of it at the minute. He's all part of his training regime, I'm sure. He wasn't fancying that this morning, but he's ended up doing it anyway. Let's see if we can offer some assistance. There's not a lot we can do from our position here, but we'll see if we can do anything. Sunbeam at the moment is stricken. Jonathan Young, Sam Weller making their way past. Let's let these guys through first. 30th overall, second in class 5. Are we all right, Tom? Does it just need a bump round?
Yeah, it's just sticking out of me
Okay.
to the road.
Is it? Are you continuing?
No, wheels off.
Oh, the wheel. You could pull the wheel off. Okay. There we go. Then wheels off. So we're just going to try and get it off the road. That's all. A few hardy spectators going to make their way down to give a hand. So they're called in the cavalry. The boys are going to help out. Just keep your eye on the cars coming, guys. Okay, Charlie Wright, Adam Westerby in the R2T Ford Fiesta. Car number 61. Another crew to have halved their seeding. So a good run for Charlie and Adam. So the wheel is off the Sunbeam, so that won't be going any further, but they're just going to try and get a few bodies around the car to bump it off the road. It is sticking out into the road, as you can just about make out from the camera position from where we are. Not too sure what he's hit there, coming into view, but yeah, there's so many things that could go wrong, and the stages are so narrow. Carl and Robin Stewart in the Opel Astra. It's a special stage favourite, the Opel Astra. A little bit of a rewind in time here, so we've got the Opel Astra coming through. Next up we should see John Rintoul and Ross Hind in the beautiful Subaru Legacy H14 class car. Oh, stunning in tarmac spec. Let's watch and listen as the Legacy enters the view. The hiss from the dump valve and the burble from that familiar sounding Subaru engine. Great to see and hear a Legacy out on the stages. See if we can get this Sunbeam in a better position. Five bodies better than two, so let's see if we can make a car 35, David and Adam McLaughlin next up for us. Two Subarus back to back. One a little bit newer. That one running in Class 2. Just outside the podium positions as well. Fourth in that class for David and Adam. Currently, as I said, a long way to go. Spectators making their way back. It looks like the back end of the car maybe just rotated around a little bit more, sort of into the ditch, let's say, which is not a pleasant thing to say, but maybe slightly further off the road than it was. Car 33 then, Scott Peacock up next. Myri Riddick alongside Scott in that escort. 5 seconds away from the Subaru in front. And, huge smiles on Scott's face last night at the end of the Dunoon Town Centre stage. And some good fun sliding that escort around that town centre. Another of the Peugeots then, the 208 Rally 4 car of Robbie Wood, Stephen Brown. Car number 39. So a quick flick back to Facebook to see how everyone's getting on. So big shout out to everyone watching on there. Lots of viewers all around the world, so thank you very much everybody for tuning in. Ollie Forrester, Ian McDougall in the C2R2 Max. Going nicely, sounding good. Car number 44, that is. Currently second in class as well. Yeah, we didn't see Graham Muter through, did we? Graham should be through, and he was leading class H5, so no sign of Graham just yet. We'll keep an eye on it. The heroes of the day. Trudging back to the location. Camped out overnight as well. Hardy spectators. There's worse places to camp, I suppose. So big shout out to Nick Ramsden. Nick wants to know if I got my dreads on today. I haven't, I didn't dare bring them. I'll swap the dreads for a midge net instead. Car 45, Willie Beattie and Phil Sandham. We spoke about Phil yesterday, and yeah, his son boy in that car. He'll have a wealth of experience being passed down to Willie. So yeah, for those that didn't know, I had a hat on last week which had some dreadlocks on the back of it, and I got some funny looks off quite a few people. But, luckily, it was behind the camera and not in front. But obviously, I was spotted. Cameraman Sam found it quite hilarious as well. I was trying to bring a bit of sunshine and a bit of light-heartedness to the Forest of Wales last week. And a bit of colour as well. Gotta have some fun when you're out here on the stages. But, I swapped the fun for the seriousness of a midge net this time. I'll be eaten alive without it. So that's back at home. Mark Booth, Chris Wareham, car 54, making their way through the stage. Simon Bentley watching. Thank you, Simon, for tuning in. Stick with us. I'll have the minis through shortly. The PB engineering team are watching as well. Thank you very much for tuning in. Marnie Capel is watching. Good morning from the Isle of Man. Best of luck to Bonnie and Martin. We've got Rod Pearce as well, Bob Wiggins, Adam Clayton. All the usual suspects, Tim Bevan, Jonathan Suter, Paul Morris, Thomas Heppenstall. Thank you everyone for tuning in. A little wiggle. Car 24, that's Alan Wellesby. Now, Alan had issues last night. We didn't speak to Alan at the end of stage 2 last night. He had problems with that car. So they managed to get through the loop. And found themselves in 40th overall. But yeah, they had problems in Dunoon, which stopped them from having an interview with us. So glad to see Alan and James back underway this morning and going strong. Although it did have a little bit of a noise to the engine as it came out that corner, like a misfire of some description. We'll keep an eye on things with them. Lots more cars to come. All sorts of categories as well. We have Ennis and Kirsty Mockery in the Rover Metro. Well, and as if by magic, there you go. It was like I knew they were coming. Car number 48. Nice to see something a little bit different. We have a few makes and models of car that we sort of wouldn't expect to see out on the stages as much as others. That being one of them, the Rover Metro. Campaigns quite well up here as well, to be fair. It's been out a few times around these lanes of Argyll. We've got John Marshall and Craig Wallace in the stunning E30 M3 BMW as well to come. It won't be too far away. First up though, the Gairlock Head coaches backed Escort Mark II of Stephen Street and Robert Wood. Car number 49, the 8th in Class 6. After the first evening of stages, we'll have a quick look back to the times for today and see if there's any changes at the top. For times through now for Brad Cole after 9. Aldwin Morgans as well. Solid times going through. Hugh James, Lewis Sim in the 131 made it through stage 9 as well. There's that BMW. Is that not fantastic? That is awesome. I love the sight and sound of the E30 M3s. Will Onions with his. And we also have John Marshall in the Beats and Supplies one as well. Fantastic stuff. Great to see them out. John and Will both running H12 category actually as well, so a bit of a battle going on there. A little bit of daylight between the two crews, a couple of minutes or so, but anything can happen. Long way to go. Next up for us then, car 46. Joe Everett, Richard Wise in the MG ZR. He won't be needing his eBay headlights today. Lamp pod or lamp bar strapped to the front of that car. It was a last minute eBay purchase, he was telling me yesterday at the end of stage 2. No need for that today. The glorious sunshine. I mentioned yesterday that the car's not really been out on asphalt before. It doesn't tend to be seen on asphalt. The car I've known for years and years as a gravel car, and seen in the BTRD8 gravel series. Starting to have a go. Probably of anywhere to go with a gravel car, this is probably one of the better places to go. It'll be not too badly suited for these stages, I imagine. Jamie Miller, Ian McCulloch in the Ford Escort Mark II, car 55. Running in Class 6, just inside the top 10 in the class. Having a good run. Neil Falk says, has the Super 1600 course been through yet? No, it hasn't. I will have a little look and see how they're faring. No, we've got a few cars yet. So we see Mike Motes and Gary McDonald in that Super 1600 Vauxhall Corsa. Looked and sounded great last night as it was heading into stage around Dunoon Town Centre. It's a good looking car, that. Mike ummed and ahed whether to do this event and decided to, rather than fix the car he had, buy a new one, as you do. So got himself a new Super 1600 Vauxhall Corsa. He's running car 106, we'll see him shortly. Car 70 up next for us. Disappeared off my timing screen for some reason. I was just trying to find out where Ruin and Ian were lying, but not there. They've actually incurred some penalties last night by the looks of things, or had issues last night, but they're back going again today, so seeded a little bit higher than my overall results list is showing. They're back out for another play today. Car number 70 then, running in Class 3. That's Ruin Lowry and Ian McRae in the C2. Lawrence Knight, George Campbell, Suzuki Swift GTI. Second in Class 9, having a good run. Just 2 seconds behind that Ford Escort Mark II of Jamie Miller and Ian McCulloch. So, yeah, good push from the Suzuki today. Could see a position gained. Positions to be had out there today. Time to be found in these stages for the brave. But, you don't want to overdo it, otherwise you'll end up like the Sunbeam, parked at the side of the stage. I've already seen or heard that Ian Forgan's had a considerable off at the end of the stage as well, so these stages can bite. It doesn't go quite your way. Nick Kitchen, Josh Carr, the Ford Escort Mark II crew. Running in the historic class, Class 8. Sixth in that class. Did we get to the bottom of what a collection of classic minis was last night? We have them appearing in shot in around about 20 minutes time, so I need to know what to call this collective of classic minis. Okay, 68, that's Graham Muter then. He is through, running slightly out of order, but Graham and Mark through in the Escort. That was the best presented car before the event started in regards to the Protyre Asphalt Championship. Each round we send out our inspection team to go and give the cars a once-over. And Jeff Doe, the championship scrutineer, has a good look over the cars and decides on which car's been looked after the best and prepared the best. And Graham's has come out on top this weekend, so great effort by Graham and the team for being classed as best presented car here in the Protyre Asphalt Rally Championship. This is round 4 of the championship. We've already had East Riding stages then the National. And then last time out, we headed over to the closed roads of Kelso, Coldstream, Duns, in the borders, on the east coast of Scotland. We've come across country to the west coast for this event, and yeah, what a fantastic start to the championship it's been, hasn't it? It's provided some fantastic action throughout the classes. Testament to the competition in the Protyre Championship. Car 80 then up next for us. And Jevons, Mags Kelly in the Ford Fiesta R2. They had their issues last night. The PB engineering team having to work their magic when the car got back. Limped through stage 7 with clutch issues. And the team worked into the night to get that car sorted and ready for today. So fingers crossed, everything will go to plan, and they'll bring that Fiesta R2 home at the end of the day. I've known Ant and Mags now for a very long time. Haven't I, Hugh? If Hugh Hunter's still watching, it was early 2000s when we... I say early to mid 2000s when we used to travel around, and I used to do some media and press for Hugh Hunter and Andy Marchbank, and Mags and Ant were part of the team then. Such a fantastic little team that used to help out with Hugh and Andy. Eventually decided, you know what, I'm going to have a go at this myself. So Ant grabbed the steering wheel, Mags grabbed the pace notes, and we've been a formidable team ever since. So great to see them out having so much fun as well. Lovely, lovely people. To Rally Spain, the WRC, back in 2017 with Mags, and we had a nice night out actually in Salou, watching the cars through the town centre stage there. Just as sunny as it was in Salou as it is here today. Bobby McDonald, Martin McCabe in the Subaru Impreza making their way through the stage, car number 57. 5th in Class 2. We may have the first of our minis next. Classic minis anyway. Craig King, Aggie Foster. The first of the H2 category cars should be making its way towards us. We'll keep an eye on it. Not quite. First up we have the Mark 1 Escort. Car number 69. Hugo McMillan, Arthur McMillan in that Mark 1. They had their issues last night as well. But, they're back out and running this morning. Just had a horsefly land on me. Now that is trouble. Time to pack up and go home, Sam. We're done here now. That's me out of here. I got destroyed by these things last year on this event. I still got the scars actually from the bites. So nasty little beasties when they land on you. But, it's just come and landed on my hand, and lucky for the fly, it got away. But if you start hearing random movement and microphones flying everywhere, that's because I'm doing karate with a horsefly. I'll apologise in advance. Sam, keep that camera pointing the other way. Don't point it at me. We don't need to see any kung fu from me in the background. Don't mind midges. Draw the line at horseflies. Here we go then. Car number 90. Pushing hard, and it's probably not a bad car to be in from a width point of view. It's nice and agile, and it will be well suited for the width of the road. I'll probably draw the line at that, though. I don't think it's quite suited for the bumps and compressions and dips and crests and just the condition of the road. To be fair, it's a road that's not very well travelled. It doesn't get used very often, and from a repairs point of view, there are some areas that need a bit of work, but these minis will find it difficult over those sections, I'm sure. Paul Clayton, Vera Johnson, 205 GTI. Good looking car. Always nice to see the crew. Always with a big smile on the face as well, enjoying their rallying. Paul and Vera, first in the Class H9 category, so having a really good run as well. Be looking to bring that car home in that position and take maximum points. Car 73, Nigel Atkinson, Ian Thorburn up next for us. Running fourth in Class 8. Just 3 seconds behind that 205 in front. Now next up we should see Chris Simmons and Fraser Moss in the Darien T90 GTR. That car, if it's got the trick suspension on it, it's definitely got the power to get it down these stages quick enough. So this could be a fight back from Chris and Fraser. I've got to be one of the lowest cars though in the event, so they'll be feeling every little bump in that car. Sitting just a few inches off the tarmac. Not here just yet. This is car 91, Shane Gamble, Julia Perry. Second of the minis. Going well. Julia competes in all sorts of classes and categories of cars. We've got to know Julia over the years from competing against her in classic navigational rallying. Myself and my dad campaigned a few cars over the time in classic navigational rallies, and Julia was always a fierce competitor in the Mini with Simon alongside, and we always tried to sort of compete with alongside them and as best we could try and keep up with them, but they were just too good for us in the end. Car number 53. That's the Renault Clio. They've gone off just behind us as well. They've overshot. I'm sure if you're watching on the streams, you'll see that as well. The spectators are back at it, going to recover another car, I think. Oh, we had the escort off just about as well, just before that. I'm just watching a couple of replays now. Oh, he's well off, apparently. We have a camera down there saying well off, so good luck. We'll have him on the camera. Watch the cars, guys, just be mindful. Let's have a look. Yeah. Yeah, he's a long way off. Yeah, he's on his wheels, but he's a long way off. He's just gone straight on. He's not even on the camera shot. He's got past the camera. I was just trying to find his details. Actually, he's not on the not on my entry list here because he had problems last night in Dunoon Town Centre. I can't see him on my list.
Twice in front of a camera now.
Managed about 20 minutes or so there with the midge net. Oh, but unfortunately, it's starting to come back now. Car 59 makes its way past us. That's Ian Sanderson, Kyle Dodds. Yeah, crew are out of the car, they're okay, there's no problems. There's probably no damage either, but they're well off the road. It's going to take a monumental effort to get that car back onto track, and I don't think it's going to happen, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Yeah. So here's the Darien, Chris Simmons on his way. Fraser Moss in that Darien alongside Chris. Tom's out for another jog anyway. Mr. Murphy's on his way. Getting some steps in today, Tom?
Yeah. Got nothing better to do now, have we?
No, no. Got a couple of cars off. It's got Andy and Tom just as the car's coming to view. You can just see the stricken sunbeam. It's on the inside of the bend down there, just coming in. We've got a Clio around the corner. It's gone well off the road. Car 96 is another of the Clios. Jordan Hayes, Claire Fraser. The sun's just disappeared behind a cloud, and I don't know whether that's a good sign or a bad sign. There's quite a dark cloud looming above us. Car 63, Alistair Brearley, Richard Wardle. Mark 2 next up. Making their way past the stricken Clio. There is a little bit of precipitation in the air, isn't there, Sam? I can feel it. We didn't come prepared for this, so hopefully it's not going to rain too much on us. Little shower. You said 12 o'clock to me. You said there might be a little bit of rain at 12 o'clock. You know, it's only 10 past 10, don't you? I can't imagine you getting a job as a weather presenter, Sammy, I'm afraid. Rubbish. Chatter of the dump valve on Mike Grant's Subaru Impreza. Graham Kelman on the maps. Just 1 second behind the Clio in front. That's wrong. All wrong. You can't show me a weather forecast and tell me it's not going to rain. I can feel it. my phone's wet. Trying to prove his point. One thing it will do is will help with the midges. So swings and roundabouts really. The midges will disappear while the rain comes. Next up, hard charging Mini. Clive King, Bob Ward. Car number 88. You won't be wanting too much of this wet stuff.
Someone else has just gone off.
Is that another car off? Is the Mini off as well?
It sounded like it.
Unless they're trying to get the Clio out. Car 72. I've lost my place now completely. It's all gone to pot. 72's not on my list either for finishing last night. So that's Alan Young. Charlie McKenzie. Well, we've probably got just about enough rain now to actually start making a noticeable difference to the surface. It's going to get wetter out there. I thought it was going to be just a light little passing shower, but it's a little bit heavier than that now. I wasn't expecting it, so. Brian Finlayson and Mark Holden. Pass us in the Mini. I think it was a third of the Minis, wasn't it? BMW Minis. That is, we have a nice mixture of both modern and classic Minis. A few more of the classics to come through. Benjamin Lyon and Jack Caller to the crew that have gone off in the Clio. I was just looking for the names. Yeah, OK board is out. And, seeing the crews past, they're trying to rally some troops, see if these spectators are going to go back and help push this car out. It's a bit of a bog in the bottom of there. They've gone that far off. It's quite wet down there, so they'll do well to get that out, I'm afraid. We'll see. They're going to give it a go. They've got a tow rope. That's a start. They're leaving 3 very capable four-wheel drives parked in that little camping area here to go and try and move it by hand. I know they can't get a car on the road, so... Shame, really. All that machinery sat there waiting to pull cars out of ditches and stuff, but unfortunately not allowed. We'll have to do manpower instead. Car 86 we saw through David Ledbetter and Kath Woodman. in that BMW, and then Paul Collins and Thomas Wilson make their way through as well in the Subaru Impreza. Rain is just starting to clear again, which I think is a good sign. We'll see how long it takes for the midges to find their way back. Tom's going back up the road again. He's done some miles today, hasn't he? Fair play. He's a true rally fan, is Tom as well, so I knew as soon as anything like that would happen, he's diving in to help out as well. He can't go any further, so Tom more than happy to go and try and dig this Clio out of the swamp. Robert McTaggart, Keith McTaggart in the Ford Fiesta then next up. Running 6th in Class 5. Just 1 second behind that BMW 318 Ti of David Ledbetter and Kath Woodman. Close, isn't it, throughout the field? Lots of little battles going on. Position changes, no doubt, throughout the day. I said it before, I'll say it again, there's a long way to go. More than half the event today. Some really tricky stages. It didn't take long for them to be back out. The midges are with us. Steve Skelton and Ben Halliwell are also with us in the Proton Saturday. 4th in Class 8, car number 82, that, the Proton Satria of Stephen Skelton, Ben Halliwell. I can hear a Clio fired up in the distance as I watch the replay of all the spectators arriving in force to try and remove it. It's a static camera, so we can't turn it around. It was positioned there just to see if anyone ran wide. We've had a couple of crews, haven't we, that have diced with the grass verges. Andy Darlington is going to be up next for us with Josh Jones alongside. .22 seconds back from that Proton Satria in front, and 2 minutes off the pace at the front of the field over that first night of stages. So we've got about 12-15 cars to come. We'll be here throughout. We won't miss anybody. We'll make sure we bring you them all. Plenty more variety as well. We've got this incredible Super 1600 Vauxhall Corsa, which will be with us any time now. We've got the 206 of Watty Warwick and Darrell Clark first. Tidy looking 206. Have a 9-second advantage over Mike Mokes and Gary McDonald in this Super 1600 Corsa, which we're expecting to see next up. We've also got Annie Butterworth in the MG3, who was loving life last night when we talked to Annie at the end of the Dunoon stage. She's having a great time. We've got an MGTF, something you don't tend to see on the rally stages. First time I've ever seen one out rallying, but going quite well. I did say that it would be quite well suited for these stages, but I was shot down quite quickly by Gary, who said absolutely not. The bumps, it's not built for the bumps, and well, there's 1 or 2 of them out on these stages around the Argyll region, these tricky roads. Got quite a lot of those compressions and bumps in them, so let's see how Gary and Alan are at the end of this one. They might be shaking by the end of the event. But, great to see something a little bit different out to the MGTF that'll be through shortly. And we look to round things off, hopefully, with Pete Baker and George Morgan in the Cortina GT. A little bit later on, they had their issues last night, so hopefully they're back running again. We will soon find out. Well, the Clio's made its way into the camera shot now. Doesn't look to be too much more action taking place around the car, unfortunately. And, there's a tow rope going on. I'm watching replays here to what you guys are seeing live, so I'm hoping the car will be recovered from there. It'll be good to see if it can get it out there. So a little pause in proceedings again. We'll have a look to see if things are happening on the tracker. Like I say, we've got around about 10, 12 cars, something like that, to come. George Farrow, Charles Truitt in the stunning-looking Astra as well to come through shortly. So we'll look forward to seeing them. Martin Page, Bonnie Papa in that British Leyland Mini. Plenty more cars to come. And, Skoda Felicia as well last night. Doesn't look like the Skoda's made it to day 2, unfortunately. Yeah, looks like Clio's stuck fast there, doesn't it now? Unfortunately. So let's have a little flick back to some results and see if I can give you any more in the way of results. Well, we do have some results in for stage 10 as well now. Just before we get to them, so there's nothing showing on the tracker at the minute in stage. There's a few cars on the start line, so we do have a couple of minutes or so. 10 stages down then. Scott Macbeth continues to lose a little bit of time here and there to Gary Pearson in front. Jack Morton alongside Gary this weekend in that newly acquired Skoda Fabia RS Rally 2. Scott Macbeth, Andrew Faulkner then. 14 seconds is the deficit now after 10 stages, which, you know, it's only a half spin or a stall, isn't it, really? Not a lot in that. Mark McCulloch, Michael Hendry there in third. 38 seconds off the lead, just 24 seconds back from Scott Macbeth. Jace Pritchard, Phil Clark, well, they had troubles last night. Things aren't really going their way this weekend at all. We don't really know too much about it. We'll try and find out what's going on with the Yaris. They're now 34 seconds back from Mark McCulloch in fourth, and 1 minute 12 off the lead. Alex Basallo, Chris Lees just 6 seconds behind Jason now, and Brad Cole, Jamie Vaughan. They're battling hard in the Fiesta Rally 2. Currently 6th overall, 45 seconds back from Alex in front of them. Aladwin Morgan's Jack Bowen doing a good job of keeping up with everybody. 8 seconds back from Brad. Good battle over the Fiestas there. Then we see the first of the two-wheel drives, Damien Tourish, Kevin Dugan. Setting a time of 35. Mate, that came out of nowhere. 35.03. Just 35 seconds back from the four-wheel drive Ford Fiesta Rally 2 of Aladwin Morgan's. Looking down a little bit further, though. Have I spoke too soon? Well, yeah, it looks like I might have done. Hugh James has made it to the end of stage 10 by the looks of it, but lost a lot of time. He's dropped quite a bit back now. He's 6 minutes 52 behind the Civic in front of him. So yeah, there's a big deficit there for Hugh James. Lewis Sims in that Fiat 131, just after I was praising the car and the crew for getting so far and doing so well as they develop that 131. Unfortunately, seem to have come across a problem there. We'll see how that pans out. It might be a timing error. We'll keep an eye on things there. 12 minutes off the pace, unless it's yeah, you may have noticed reading through those names there's no Ian Forgan. Ewan Lease, unfortunately, not able to continue after they rolled out of the event right on the flying finish line here. It's brought a halt to proceedings earlier on. So around about 18 cars left, we think, so there's a few more than I thought. It sounds like the Clio is out. I can see the little replay now of them pushing and pulling, and there's a good group of spectators there to get that car back on the road. Good job, everyone. Well done. Worked well, actually, with the gap in the stage. That's worked in their favour, and the Clio is back on the road. Pats on the back all round for everyone there. Good job. We'll get that car cleared and out of the way now. So the little bit of rain we had has cleared, and the sunshine's back with us, as are the midges. And we're waiting for these last few cars to come through the stage. The road's dried up nicely again now, so it's probably just starting to get a little bit damp. And if anyone out there had gone on slick tyres this morning or dry tyres this morning, it would have been a little bit of a sketchy moment for them, but looking good now. It's very wet underfoot where we're stood, and on the edge of this bog, but all good on the road. Yeah, dried out nicely now, looking at the surface. Hopefully we won't be too far off getting some cars back in stage. Man from Beer says, nice one, lads. Yes, I agree with that, totally. They've done a good job there, getting that Clio back out on the road. Nice to see the spectators helping out. There'll be no damage to the car either, so that means the Clio continue on its way, albeit with a lot of time lost, but they had their issues last night as well, so we'll get the car back on the stage, belted in, and off they go, and we can well, competitors can continue, can't they, then? Enjoy the rest of their weekend rallying. Here come the crew. I'll try and grab Tom, actually, if we can, on his way past, and he can explain what happened. See if he's willing to have a little chat with us. We'll have a little look at what's going on. Let's see if Tom will have a chat. Tom, very quickly before you go over there, can we have a very quick chat with you while we've got a little bit of a gap in the proceedings? You watch now, a car will come. Tom, hard lines. Obviously, we can see the car just about in view over there. You and Andy are okay, obviously. Tell us what happened.
So there's just a little, crest compression over there, and we just kind of got a bit of a wobble on wheel on the grass. We were passengers from there, really, so it's a shame, but it is what it is. Yeah,
these roads are treacherous at the best of times, very narrow. There's not really any room for mistakes. What's happening with the car? What have we got going on?
Front right wheel's off, and it's that wedged into the bank. We can't see if it's done damage to the suspension, like taking the leg off, or it's just broken an arm or something. But yeah, it's not going to be back out this afternoon, I don't think, sadly. So yeah, get it all prepped for more, hopefully. That's next.
Good stuff. Oh well, nice place to go. Similar sort of road conditions as well to here, so that'll be that's always a challenge on Mull. Good. Well, we'll hopefully see you there then. Take care. Thank you very much for chatting to us, Tom. All the best. I know Tom's always up for a little chat, and he's a top man as well. So there we go. Little insight into what's happened with the sunbeam that you can see just at the distance there, parked on the inside. Front right wheel, unfortunately, ripped off. Oh, look, we've got sustenance as well. You've got to keep the liquids up, mate.
Exactly.
Tom's a much hardier man than me. He's got no midget on. Making his way back down the stage. The spectators have actually given him a couple of drinks as well to keep them going. It's quite warm out there, so yeah, nice for Tom to be able to pick up a little bit of juice as well to head back down to Andy with. Yeah, little bit of footage there of the Clio departing the stage as well. You can see that on the replays. Well off the road, weren't they? Back up and running now. Okay, let's try and find out a little bit more about what's going on over to see if we can find any more information on do we have any news on the tracker? Frantically try and type at the same time as doing the microphone. There's a little bit of breeze in the air now, so Tom might be safe without that midge net on. There's still a few with their beaks. I'm going to call it a beak. Stuck it quite firmly into my hand. I've got lots of red marks all over me now. A bunch of cars off midway through the stage by the looks of things. So wherever the stoppage is, it looks like the cars are around that stoppage are moving. So we might have a few cars come through at the same time. Just make out in the distance an Andy Davidson, Tom Murphy selfie with a stricken car, but a couple of drinks. I'm not going to go into any detail on what those drinks are. You can imagine they're not Ribenas. The boys are making the most of a sad situation, and they won't be going too much further either. So. Cars moving away now by the sounds of it then from a position further in the stage. It's you can see on the tracker if you're watching the action looks like it's cleared. Alwyn Pritchard says, oh no, not the Clio again, bless him. Not having much luck. Well, their luck maybe changed a little bit there, where the spectators have helped him get back out on the road. So I'm hoping that's a start of things to come. Richard Collier says, morning Phil and the team from sunny Manchester. Great scenery on this stage. It is. It's beautiful up there, or up here, Richard. If you happen to ever be travelling in this direction, it's well worth a visit. This part of Scotland is stunning. Really is. Fantastic scenery. And just over the hillside from us here, you can't quite see it, but we have the Isle of Bute and the locks down there as well. It's stunning. Really is. Fantastic part of the country. Fantastic place in Scotland. Waiting to watch Auntie Bonnie. Love Mason and Olivia. Big shout out to those guys. Thank you, Melanie. Always happy to give a shout out if we see the messages coming through. So feel free to drop me any information or any shout outs you'd like me to give. I'll do my best to read them out, especially when we have little pauses like this in proceedings. Hopefully things are clearing and we can get going again very soon. But if you want to keep me entertained and keep me sane, let's say, in these times when it's a little bit long-winded, then please join the chat. We can chat all day when there's nothing happening like this. Sounds like the cars are back in stage again, so that's really good. Lisa Watson on the ball as well. Thank you, Lisa. Cars back in stage. I have to give cameraman Sam another prod, make sure he's awake again. Oh, he is. He's all right. We're good to go. So plenty of people tuning in around the world on Facebook and YouTube. So a big thank you to you all. Michael Jenkins, a lovely hat, Phil. This is from last time. Well, it might be from this time. Can't see Woodford in one of them. Might ruin his hair and sideburns. Well, you know, you can't have it all. You can't have the good looks and be protected from midges. I haven't got any of the good looks, you see, so I have to have a face mask on to cover me up. You know, I don't know what I'm protecting, but I'm stopping them from getting to me at some point. Thank you, Michael. Alwyn Pritchard, Mike Jenkins, Thomas Heppenstall, as I've mentioned already, all watching. Mark Turner. Ian Ross is also tuned in, and Lisa Watson as well. Thank you for getting involved. We have our giveaways on our Fan Cam Friday. If you're out and about on the stages this weekend or any weekend of motorsport, drop us some Fan Cam footage wherever you are. If you're out here on the Dunoon Rally, or if you have to be over in Donegal, it doesn't matter. We can have any Fan Cam footage sent to us. We'll drop you into the draw to win some Rallying is Life vouchers. Well worth it. Some fantastic merchandise and products out there that you can get involved and buy. And I was looking at wheelie bin stickers the other day. It gets mad, doesn't it? Putting stickers on your wheelie bin to identify your wheelie bin. Rallying is Life ones. You can have a rally car wheelie bin. Come on, guys. How cool is that? Lots going on. Andy Cook's Jr. as well. Thank you, Andy. Here we go then. The Super 1600 Corsa is the first car through of Mike Motes. Car 106. Didn't quite look right coming into shot there. And that was backed up with the fact that they had a little lock-up. Anyway, they've got by, and they continue on their merry way. It just didn't turn from, did it? This stunning Astra is with us now. A little lock-up. Under the Carl Tudor cars. That's George Farrow, Charles Trewitt in the Astra. We had Andrew Hanlon and Kevin Hogan just before them in the BMW. They'll curse me for saying that. In the Mini Cooper S. I'm so used to saying BMW Mini now. In the Mini Cooper S. It's definitely not a BMW on that one. Okay, next up for us, car 83, Martin Page and Bonnie Papper. The fan club are watching. Little Mini pushing on. They're being caught by car 76. This is Andy McDonald, Gavin Mackey. Making some good time up and on the car in front of me there, car 76. That's that Ford Fiesta ST. They're just 1 second behind Martin and Bonnie going into this stage, and they've made a lot of that time up, well, many more seconds than they needed. A real good chunk of time taken from the little Mini crew in front. We're looking for car 104 next. The local crew. That's car 100 first, which is another local crew. From Dunoon. Lots of fans out yesterday. A little camera strapped to the wing mirror as well on that car. Next car's with us already. 2 Fiestas together. This is car 104. Stuart McNee, Angela Kerr. Just wondering if they're running these cars through at 30-second intervals just to sort of clear the last few cars in time for the second running of the stage, which will come later on. This stage actually extends slightly after this run. Where they get to the flying finish, they turn hairpin left and head out towards the end of the peninsula down at Millhouses, and it's another 3 miles or so added to the stage, and it's a good little bit of stage as well. Duncan McComb, John Patterson in the R2 Fiesta, looking to guide that car through the stage to the end of the rally and just make sure that they get there at the end. That's all they want to do. Matthew Uden, Ross Bell, Citroen Saxo, they had their issues last night, but they're with us. That's the main thing. Here is the MG3 of Annie Butterworth, Gavin Butterworth. 1 second behind that Citroen Saxo. Really enjoying herself last night around Dunoon Town Centre was Annie. Big smiles on the face. They've come from circuit rallying and loving circuit racing, sorry, and loving getting into rallying now. Next up, car 77, CV Black, Richard Ogilvie. In the 205 GTI. Paul Holmes, Elizabeth Beasley up next for us. HSM Global backed Escort Mark II. And they've got Eric Davies. Oh no, they haven't got Eric Davies. They've got car 95 behind them. Where's car 95 sneaked in from? Cheeky, sneaky. Andy Hardiman. Phil Prosser in that 205. Running in H9. They've dropped back in again this morning. Not on my results from last night, so they've got to run out again this morning. We should have Eric Davies, Russell, Joseph in the Mini Clubman through next, I believe. They're just 3 seconds behind Paul and Elizabeth in that RS2000. go. That's the Mini Clubman of Eric and Russell through. H2 class competitors, 3rd overall in that class as well, so we're on the podium, going well. Class 10 is where we find the MGTF of Gary Ross and Alan Ross. I'm expecting to see them through next. MGTF, not your usual rally car, but they're leading the way in Class 10. So you never know, we might see more of them. It's got a short pause. We do have cars on the way to us though, including the stunning Ford Cortina GT 1500, which is our last car on the road. So Peter Baker, George Morgan should be with us shortly. So here is the MG. Gary saying it's a bit of a monster over the bumps, but seems to be doing all right. Smooth as you like. So just a couple more cars to come then, and we'll round things off here before we pack ourselves away and head down the stage to one of the only junctions, believe it or not, on the entire rally. There's not many junctions on this rally. They're all sort of self-contained roads, which is a bit of an anomaly. We don't get that very often at all. Certainly with stage rally and closed road stage rally. Mark McCubbin, Lisa Watson in the Vauxhall Corsa, making their way through. And then we'll round things off in style with a Hillman Avenger and a Ford Cortina, hopefully. But, yeah, I was just saying, we don't tend to have too many stages in rallying where there isn't junctions, but this event is one of those where we don't have many at all. So we're going to make ourselves present at one of those junctions for the next stage. As we see Ian Robertson and Andrew Scott in the Avenger making their way through the stage. So just one to come. It's a tight hairpin for us. We're going to position ourselves on and we'll get a nice shot of the cars coming into view at speed and braking heavy, hopefully, for the junction. It only runs once in the weekend as well, so I'm hoping that that's going to provide us with some good entertainment. It'll certainly be a job to get these cars stopped and rotated around. The Rally 2 cars should have no problems, but as we get down the order, I expect things like this Avenger to find it difficult. So I'm hoping there's plenty of weight on that right foot to get that back end danced around and away. We'll have a good look at that this afternoon. We'll be live again in the not too distant future, actually. I think it's around about 1:30, but check the Facebook listings and the YouTube listings for the exact times. They will be there already. The streams are poised and ready to go. We'll get ourselves down there, find a bit of lunch, and then we'll be bringing you all the action from the sort of the last loop of stages, really, here on the Argyll Presents Danoon Rally. So I can hear that Ford Cortina about to come into view now. There we go, safely negotiating Mr. Murphy's Sunbeam. First time out in the car. It's a beautiful car as well, really, really tidy. The old boys of Butte. Glorious Ford Cortina GT. And that is it for Stage 8 here on the Argyll Rally. It's been a very interesting first stage. Many more stages to come today. Join us this afternoon here on Special Stage and the Motorsport UK Protyre Asphalt Rally Championship, where we'll be bringing you the final stages of the event, and we look forward to seeing you very much so in a couple of hours' time. Go and get yourself some lunch, and we'll see you back here on Special Stage very soon. Thank you for watching, guys. All the best.